Hello guys, so today's video is going to be something I don't normally do because I'm usually a wee bit of a snob. I like my games to be boxed and complete if possible, but today we got in an innocent looking wee box and it turned out to be absolutely beautiful loose carts and quite a lot of them, some of them pretty expensive, so we'll take a wee look at them. So start off with this wee bad boy. This is the American NES, the first Zelda game. As you can see there, it is the rarer 5-screw version. I'm not even going to begin to kid on that I understand the whole fascination with the difference between 5 and 3 screws, but yeah, it does make a big difference to price, so that's pretty nice. Nice gold cartridge. Then we have the American Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. A couple of other American ones, nothing too fancy here. We've got Super Mario 2, although these are nice. And we've got Castlevania 1 and 2 for the American NES. So yeah, obviously you'll need to be able to play American games to play these, and we don't have a lot of American games, but now we've got some cool ones. So continuing the American theme, we've got a wee handful of SNES games. So Star Fox, great game, nothing too fancy. So you probably already know, but the American SNES runs at 60 Hz, unlike our British one. So yeah, all the games run faster than full screen if you can play American games. We have Yoshi's Island, Zelda, Link to the Past, and a wee bit of a belter and quite hard to get a hold of, the Super Mario RPG. Excuse me. So yeah, some nice American SNES games there. We have a few Japanese ones, a couple of nice and some really expensive ones. So we have Yoshi's Island, or Super Mario World 2, Star Fox, so yeah, fairly common ones there. We've got a really nice Zelda Link to the Past, Kirby Super Deluxe, Super Metroid, which, if you don't already know, if you go into the menu you can select English in that, so if you can play the Japanese game you can also play it fully in English. And a pretty rare one here, we have Castlevania Akumaju, God, mine's went blank. That's the second Castlevania XX for Super Famicom, so yeah, as you can tell by the price, that's not a common one. We'll get these at the road because they're not that exciting, but we've got a handful of Game Gear games as well. So, got Axe Battler, Sonic 2, and a random Japanese Castle of Illusion. Loads of nice Game Boy stuff and Game Boy Advance. So, we do have the cool Game Boy camera. A lot of people don't know that Nintendo basically invented the selfie. And we've got a nice wee selection of Game Boy Advance games that I'll just go through. So we've got Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance and Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. The original Castlevania, which in America was called Circle of the Moon, but I think it was just called Castlevania here. We have Zelda, the Minish Cap. I don't know, I'm assuming most of you guys probably know how to tell if a game's genuine on Game Boy Advance. Sometimes you can tell just by looking at it. One of the main things to look at here, and I don't know if you can see it very well, but there should be an embossed number where my big fat finger is, under the label basically, and yeah, that's one of the things that's always missing from fakes. Obviously you're looking for the triangle screw that Nintendo use as well, but yeah, just make sure the label's centred and yeah, everything looks good. That's the obvious thing. With some of the Pokemon games you can obviously see a few other things, but I'll show you them when we get to them. And we have Metroid Zero Mission, which is pretty uncommon. Metroid Fusion. Sorry, I'm watching my hand and not the screen here, which is why things are going off kilter. We've got Konami Crazy Racers. We've got the Sonic Advance games, so we've got 1, 2 and 3. So some of these are quite common, but we've got some really nice stuff to come. We have Bubble Bobble Old and New. Right, so we've got some more Game Boy Advance games, so we'll get the Pokemon games done. So we've got Pokemon Fire Red. Now, one of the obvious ways to show these are real, see if you look up here, obviously the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games are see-through, and you should be able to see this wee circuit chip here. There's like 4, I was going to say squares, but they're obviously rectangles. So you should be able to see through that, and then look for the same things, obviously, like the embossed labels, the numbers under the label and stuff like that, because there are millions of fake Pokemon out there. And we have Leaf Green, we've got Ruby, got Sapphire, and the big one we have Emerald, which even unboxed seems to be £125 these days, which is absolutely mental. Some standard Game Boy games, and we'll keep the Pokemon theme going. So we have Crystal, we've got Gold, got Blue, Yellow, Silver, and you can probably work out the one missing is Red, because we didn't get green in this country. So all the Pokemon games, they'll be out for sale as soon as Andrew, I don't think he enjoys doing it because it's monotonous, but Andrew will be changing the batteries on them, just to make sure you can save all your progress. And some more nice Game Boy games. We have Castlevania Adventure, Dyna Blaster, Super Mario Land, well, 1 and 2, the game that everyone needs, Tetris, Game & Watch Gallery 2, which is good fun. We have Pocket Bomberman, and we have Wario Land there. So some classics in there. Got a few more. Let me see what we've got. I'm just sticking a sticker back on. Right, so some nice ones. We've got Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge. This one is super rare to get the PAL one. Castlevania Legends, as you can tell by the price. Got Kid Icarus. We have Metroid 2. So as you can see, we're hitting banger after banger here. It's all the kind of stuff that you really want. Got Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. Link's Awakening DX and the original Link's Awakening. So that's all the Game Boy games. We've got 2 more loose carts, both pretty good. We have the Sega Genesis version, Castlevania Bloodlines. So Genesis, American Sega Mega Drive, region locked, so you would need an American console or an adapter. And we're going to finish with the most expensive one, and I don't know if everyone's heard of it, but it's a really great game, and it's for the Famicom, and it's called Gimmick. And yes, that is £450 for a loose cartridge. Boxed and complete, you're looking at £1,000. Really beautiful game. Such good fun, and yeah, expensive. If you can't afford it, play it on emulator, you won't be sorry. It's a really great game. And yeah, that's it. So I don't always enjoy loose carts. I probably need to get off my wee high horse and get some more in, because they do sell, and obviously it's a lot cheaper, but that was a lovely wee collection that came in, so hopefully you've seen something in there. Most of it will be out for sale tomorrow. The Pokemon stuff needs the batteries changed before we put them out, but it won't take long. Okay, whatever you're up to, have a great time doing it, and thanks for your time.